Hi, in this video we're going to do something a little different and show you some aquarium screensavers that you could add to your computer. So if you remember back in the old days of Windows XP and the Microsoft Plus add-on for Windows, we had that 3D aquarium screensaver with the fish on it. So if you want to get something similar back on your computer, even on Windows 11, we're going to show you how to do so. Alright, so we're going to show you various screensavers that you could install, and then you could choose which one you like the best. Alright, so there are some caveats here depending on which one you use. So a lot of them are going to want to put shortcuts on your desktop, which you don't need to do. I just said yes just to show you what they do there, because you don't need these to run the screensaver. You could just do it the normal way. And then some of them will be executable files that you need to run to install the screensaver. So of course that's up to you if you trust downloading executables from the internet, but it's from a pretty popular screensaver website, so they should be okay. And then I will say there is one, the MSN screensaver, that requires you to have .NET 3.5 installed on your computer. And it will offer you the opportunity to do that when you install it, or if you just go to Features in the search box there, and then choose Turn Windows Features on or off here. Then you can just check the box here for .NET 3.5 and let it install that way. So that's another way to do it. All right, so let me show you the downloads here. So you can see here are the executables. Here's the MSN one. And there was one, this Aquarium 2, that was a zip file. And when you unzip it, it'll just be a SCR file, a screensaver file. And all you need to do for these type of files, for the most part, is copy them and put them in your Windows/System32 folder. Just paste them into the root of that folder, and then they should show up as a screensaver. But for the rest of these, you're going to have to actually install them and just say no to creating the desktop shortcut unless you really want it. All right, so now let's just go through them, and then you can see which ones you like the best, and then you can take it from there. All right, so the easiest way to get to your screensavers is just to type it in the search box. All right, so here's the first one, Anemone's Reef, if I'm saying that correctly. Let's check out the preview. You can see this one has a clock in the corner. So some of these will have sounds and some of them will not, by the way. You can see this one has some settings here. I'm going to change your resolution. This is grayed out for some reason. I am recording at a low resolution, so that might be affecting things here too. Sound volume, you can turn off this bubble sound. Fish list. Not sure why this is X'd out here. So some of these are obviously a little bit older, so you're going to have to deal with that. And if you click on one of these, it'll take you to their page if you want to download one of these other ones. All right, let's check out the next one here, At the Depth. So 2 or 3 of these are from the same developer, so they're going to look similar. Like this one here, just a different background. You can see it has the same settings. All right, let's try Fantastic Fish. Not too bad. So this one you could add your own picture, background image, music, don't show the bubbles. Display settings here. All right. Try Fishdom. So this one has some weird loading screen for some reason. That one seems to be a little louder here. Let's see what the settings are. Change the time to 12-hour, 24-hour. Exit on mouse move, which you think would be checked by default. Then you can change the music and sound volume. So I don't see any screen resolution setting for this, so I'm not sure how it's going to work on your screen. So I'm recording the low resolution, so it doesn't quite fit the screen. So let's do this real quick. Change it to none. We'll go back here. Now I'm going to let this kick in by itself, so we'll see if it takes up the whole screen or starts that loading screen. So I'll just pause it until the minute goes by here. All right, looks like the same loading screen here, which is not very good. All right, so apparently that one doesn't take the full screen, so that's kind of a bummer. All right, let's move on here. Free 3D Aquarium. That's the clock at the bottom here. It's not too bad. I like how it moves around. All right, pretty good. All right, here's the MSN one. So this one's kind of weird because it doesn't have any fish. So let's check this out. Before we do that, let's see if there's any settings for this one. All right, so we have some settings here. Change the time format, volume, gamma controlled, sounds like brightness. You can match the desktop settings, so that's good too. All right, move on to MSN. So I don't know why they decided to make one without fish in it, but that's what they did. All right, let's see if we have any settings here. No settings, so that one's kind of weird. And this is the one that needs .NET 3.5, so this one's probably one you could rule out unless you want to see an aquarium with no fish. All right, now let's try Tropic Fish. All right, check for settings here. So this was set to high quality, but it didn't look like it was super high quality to me. All right, you can turn the sound off if you want. Exit on escape. Or any action or a mouse, that's good. All right. It's Tropic Fish. Now let's check out the ZZ Aquarium 2. So it's not too bad, no sound though. We'll have to check the settings to see if there's an option for that. This has this recommended tune. This takes you to YouTube for some reason. Now, let's see if we could try out some of these here. A castle. Let's see a castle. Doesn't seem to change, so I'm not sure why they have the setting for that. So maybe it'll actually kick in if you use it, or maybe you'll have better luck. All right, so that was it, I believe. All right, so once again, I'll put links for all of these in the description. And also, like I said, some of them will be executables. Actually, most of them will be executables. They just need to install, except for this one here, which is a zip file, which will just be the SCR file that you copy into System32. And then if you go to your apps here, you should be able to uninstall any that you don't want. All right, so if you're looking for an aquarium screensaver, now you have a few options to check out. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.